We're here to talk Batman, we're here to talk Bat villains, and what we decided early on was that we would not pick Joker. So we decided to take Joker off the shelf because that would just be an easy pick. That said, we've had lots of different iterations of the Joker on big screen, computer screen, and little screen, and we've got a selection of some of the bigger ones there. So I want to know who your favorite Joker is from this assembled cast. I'll start off with perhaps not the best, but one of the most unique ones. I think is got to be my boy Jack Nicholson. I think he was absolutely first class in the Batman '89 movie.
I think Heath Ledger as the Joker is the single greatest performance ever put to film. So like that one's a very special place in my heart.
I mean, that performance is, well, I think it's going to last forever, isn't it? It's just an absolutely iconic performance, and it's just so creepy as well, like proper insanity, you know,
like. Just for such a unique spin on the character. Like I remember people freaking out. Oh, he's got long hair, he looks dirty and everything, but it just worked so well in that movie.
Okay, guys. Going back to the 1960s, Cesar Romero from the original Batman series, to me, that was so much. I was a kid. You know, it was just so much fun.
Moving on, guys. So what we've done is, as usual, we've each picked a favorite or three favorites. So let's crack straight on.
So I picked Carmine Falcone, I forgot how to pronounce his last name, but he's a mafia, chief, king. I was going to say kingpin, but he rules over Gotham, and I just like this character because to me, he's not hiding behind a mask. We know who he is. He's just a mafioso who's causing havoc in Gotham.
Always really well portrayed in other media though. Like Tom Wilkinson is fantastic in Batman Begins, and then John Turturro, one of the standout performances I thought in the Batman. Onomatopoeia.
That's what I was going to say.
So this is he's a hitman, and his kind of whole thing is that he only speaks in like onomatopoeic words. So if he shoots a gun, he'll say like bang or boom. But like really ruthless, like very mysterious, but just like absolutely ruthless, like outsmarts Batman quite. I love the visuals as well. Like I think it's just the black kind of mask with the trench coat and everything is awesome. And
so my pick is Prometheus. Are you guys familiar with Prometheus?
Yeah, he was on my short list as well, Peter. So I'm happy.
Was it Prometheus first appeared in New Year's Eve? And he's basically the anti-Batman, so he's the reverse of Batman. So his parents were mobsters, hippie mobsters, who were gunned down by police officers. The initial story, there's 2 issues of him taking down the entire Justice League. He's beaten by Catwoman at the end, who he wasn't expecting, who basically whips him in the nuts.
Absolutely love him. Love the design. I love the twist on like. Just it made me smile. I remember reading like his parents are killed by cops. So I thought that was a really funny twist. But yeah, like a character who single-handedly takes down the whole Justice League. You don't see that very often.
So I picked this character. It's called KG Beast. He's a Russian supervillain and assassin for hire, and basically he's an enemy of Batman. This is the villain who tried to kill Nightwing. He shot him in the side of his head, but he caused him to have amnesia, and he was calling himself Rick Grayson for a while.
I think every good Batman villain either challenges a particular ideal of his or reflects him in some way. I think Scarecrow is like that use of fear against your enemies, but in like a more literal way. So yeah, I've always loved this character. I think again, sort of right out of a horror movie. Almost like Freddy Krueger-esque in a way.
This is one character if I seen in the streets, it would scare the bejesus out of me.
I like the Talons, but I find the Court of Owls more interesting. I love this idea of basically a kind of a society of stuck-up snobs, basically, who've been ruling Gotham and all the rest of it for hundreds of years.
The Illuminati thing is sort of easy to be generic, and I think they found a really good way of distinguishing them, particularly visually. Very haunting and creepy. I really love this. Definitely the best Batman thing in the last 15, 20 years.
Yeah, I've seen them on Gotham specifically but I like these characters that, they're just normal people, basically snobs who think they're above it all. And, they want to do things their way. I think they're interesting villains for Batman because it's kind of hard to attack villains like these who are just more, not maniacs like the Joker or the Riddler, but just conniving.
This is the ventriloquist and Scarface. Absolutely love this one. I think, again, sort of a reflection of Batman with like duality. And I just love the twist of like the puppeteer is the puppet, like it's the puppet who's really in control of their dynamic. I think that's a really brilliant twist. Unfortunately, we never really got a proper version of them in the Arkham games. You see Joker holding Scarface at one point, but that's kind of it. But a really great version in the animated series, I think. one of my favorite episodes as well. So yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, I like this character. I've mostly seen him in animated TV shows. You know, it's a very unique character. It's like, wait a minute, who's really in charge? Makes you sometimes thinking, wait a minute, this puppet, is he really alive? You know, what's going on here exactly? You know, when I used to see him, but I thought it's a very cool character.
There's that kind of question as to what's controlling who. So my last pick is Harvey Dent, Two-Face. Absolutely love this character. First appeared in Detective Comics 66 back in 42. I just love that dual nature of him, and I love the fact he kind of represents that all of us are on that knife's edge of just one bad decision or one bad day, we could go absolutely nuts, you know?
Yeah, again, duality, I think that reflects in Batman. He is literally two different people. But also, like, Batman is very much like order versus chaos, and Harvey Dent is order, and like the Two-Face persona is chaos. So that's also kind of an interesting aspect of that.
I'm quite interested in that we didn't pick some of the big guns, so nobody's picked the Riddler for this in terms of top 3.
Yeah, like Penguin, Riddler, Catwoman were kind of off from.
Is there anybody you think we've missed out that you think should deserve to be in that top list?
Clayface, yeah. I think that would have been a good character to choose too. But I like that we picked kind of like characters that normally we wouldn't, you know, like we didn't pick Riddler, Penguin, you know, Catwoman. We just picked.
He's like Penguin.
I like Penguin.
Quack quack.
He's not a one that I should have had Man-Bat in there. I love Man-Bat. Raj Al Ghul, we didn't have him on there either.
Yeah, definitely. Punchline is one I really love, but I just feel like too new. Give her a few more years before she kind of compete. If you mentioned Harley Quinn, I don't really consider Harley Quinn a villain anymore. I know like a lot of her portrayals are still villainous, but like she's kind of more of an anti-hero now in the comics.
She's murdered a lot of people, hasn't she?
Yeah, but she's not.
But she's not a bad person.
No, she's not. She's not like villainous, really.
She didn't mean it.